Hi, this is Wade McKittrick, Superintendent at Montevideo Public Schools, and this is a Superintendent Stream. I'm excited to be joined for this stream by Matt Wolford of Bray Architect and Tricia Mullenbach from C.D. Smith. In our stakeholder satisfaction survey that we did earlier this year, 81% of respondents indicated that they believe it's time for the district to develop and communicate a plan for the future of our district facilities. So the school board took that serious, and we started doing some background work on what would that process look like, how would we do that, and what exactly would need to be done. Through doing that, we sat down with a handful of firms, and we asked them a lot of questions. And in the end, we found a company that we felt would work really well and fit well for our district. What does that facility assessment look like? What is the answer? What are people hoping to get? It might be fixing some things. It might be not doing anything to certain things, and maybe it would be building a building. We don't know. We simply want to find out what are the conditions of our buildings and our facilities, and where to go from there. So I'm not qualified to do that. So we went to experts, and we wanted to do three things. One is we want C.D. Smith and Bray Architect to complete a district facility conditions assessment, and then also a facility use assessment, and then lastly, an educational adequacy study for the purpose of aiding us in completing that long-term facility plan. So when we interviewed all the companies that we dealt with, we were really looking around 7 different things. You guys know this better than anybody, right? We were looking for what experience does the company have, the proof of successful recommendations that incorporate a variety of funding sources, past customer satisfaction, especially in the area, and we emphasized this pretty hard, didn't we, about trustworthiness, positive relationships with our community and our staff, and in the end, good results. The fourth thing that we asked for was process to carry us through this time, the portfolio of services completed, being able to meet the timeline that we have as an expectation, and of course, cost. So with that, I'd like to welcome to the stream Matt and Tricia. Thanks for taking some time this afternoon to join me and share some information with our community. So I thought it'd be interesting, guys, just to throw out a handful of questions and let our community hear directly from you as to what some of the things that we're doing are and what they can expect from us as a school district and you as providing these services.
Excellent.
The first, and I'll let whoever wants to answer the questions just jump right in.
Sounds great.
And we'll see if we can surprise them a little bit. No. The first question I have is or statement, I guess. Would you briefly introduce to our community who you are and the company that you work with, and any information you would like our viewers to know?
Okay. I'm Tricia Mullenbach. I'm with C.D. Smith Construction. C.D. Smith is a national construction management firm, and we specialize in K-12, and I am 100% dedicated to helping K-12 clients.
I'm Matt Wolford. I'm one of 3 owners of Bray Architects. We're a Midwest-based architecture firm with 90% of our work being in the K-12 market sector. All of our projects start exactly like Wade just described, which is a full facility condition assessment, really trying to understand the district's current condition, current needs, and help you as a community find a roadmap forward for potential improvements across your district.
Super. So just for clarity for our community, what direction have you been given by the district in completing this work?
I can take that one. None. To be honest, it's important for us to fully understand your facilities, the needs from a maintenance standpoint and also from a space standpoint. So we'll be spending the next month or so really assessing the buildings and needs, talking to staff members before we even start to think about what any solutions could look like.
So when people hear me saying we really don't have a plan,
yep. We do, I promise.
We just don't have an outcome.
We have a process. We don't have a plan yet.
There we go. Perfect. So what exactly will you be doing in the district?
Over the course of the next month, we will have architects and engineers going through all of the facilities. We're doing a deep dive of all of the needs that exist. We'll be talking to staff. We've begun talking to staff about what the staff needs are. It's important for us that the way that your programming and curriculum works and the needs of your building drive any sort of design or planning for the future. So we like to start there and understand everything before we start developing options. That will come later.
All right, great. Guys, what is an educational adequacy study?
That's a great question, Wade. And in addition to the components of the building Tricia mentioned, specifically plumbing, HVAC, electrical, roofs, windows, doors, we're going to be studying all of those. But we also need to study and understand, how do your current facilities, schools, support teaching and learning. So as we all know, teaching and learning is very different than when most of us went to school, when we were sitting 30 desks in a row facing a chalkboard. We have technology in every student's hands. There's robotics being taught. There's a lot of different teaching and learning styles that are critical to make sure that our facilities, our schools, our classrooms, our labs are able to support. And so we're going to be working with staff, which Tricia noted has already begun, but we're also going to be bringing ideas and examples of innovative teaching and learning environments forward to see what, if any, are appropriate for your curriculum and for you as a community.
That should answer that question.
Excellent.
It's actually a question that I get quite often when we throw out the work that people are doing, that you're going to be doing. I get that look of, well, what does that actually mean? So that was a great explanation. Throughout this process, will there be any engagement of our community?
There will be a lot of engagement. So you can expect, beginning in probably May or June, after we've gone through and completed the study, we'll have some information to report back. And then we'll do some listening sessions, some community engagement sessions. And then there will also be a community-wide survey that everyone in the district will receive to be able to offer their feedback.
Super. What is the final product of this work? What does it look like when you're done?
Yeah, so the process will really be providing the district and the community a great understanding of the current condition of your existing buildings and sites. Not only how they are functioning today with roofs, windows, doors, etc., but also how they are supporting teaching and learning. But we'll also pave a roadmap for the future of how we could potentially, if needed, make investments to improve facilities. We have no idea what that means at this point in the process. We're still exploring the needs aspect of the study, but the solutions may be minor renovations, maybe major improvements. Again, there's no preconceived notion, there's been no direction provided, and at this point we don't have an idea of exactly where this will head, but the finished product will be a master plan and a roadmap for the future for the district to determine. It's a critically important piece. You have facilities that have served you well, and we want to make sure that as you make incremental investments in facilities moving forward, you're doing so with a long-range master plan in mind.
Excellent. So what is that timeline that you're looking at as far as completing this work and being able to present your findings?
Yeah, excellent question, Wade. And so we are in process right now. We'll have an architectural team on site all next week. They'll be touring each of the building, be doing Americans with Disabilities Act or ADA studies. We'll be evaluating windows, doors, roofs, bathrooms, all the critically important pieces of a school facility. So that report is going to be completed near the end of April. So we'll be looking to make a presentation to the board in April or early May regarding the initial findings, mostly focused on existing facility condition. Running in parallel to that will be what is called the option and solution exploration phase. So coming out of our staff listening session, started yesterday, another one yet this afternoon, and then the middle school will be coming in the very near future. We're going to start to explore what the needs are that we've learned through the facility condition assessment, what we've learned through the educational planning and educational adequacy work, to start exploring how needs that are identified through that process can be addressed at each of your buildings. It's important to note that this is a K-12 study. This is not focused on one building. We're looking at all of your buildings and sites. So that phase will be occurring in April, which is hard to believe is today, through June, roughly. And we will be bringing those thoughts and ideas forward, as Tricia mentioned, to the community through engagement sessions in May and June, And then please watch this summer in your mailboxes. There will be a survey that will land, and really encourage all of you to participate in that survey. It's a critically important aspect of the engagement process, and we're excited to not only meet you at the engagement sessions, but learn your thoughts through the community survey as well.
Super. Well, folks, I hope this gives you a little bit of an overview. While we're certainly not going to take time enough to dive deep into each one of these areas right now, we wanted to be able to provide you with just an overview, a 10,000 foot look at what we're doing in the district to address our facility needs, look at that long-term facility maintenance, and how we're going to move forward in the future. So, Matt and Tricia, thank you for joining me today and sharing some of your thoughts and the details of what's going on with this process. And for you, thank you for taking time to watch this superintendent stream and getting caught up with what's going on in your school district. And until next time, it's a great day to be a Thunderhawk.